Welcome to another Throwback Thursday video. This time we're going over Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. I'm going to show you where to find every single Dragon Ball in every single saga with every single character in the Dragon universe. I'll be playing the original version on the PlayStation 2, but all these tips and tricks will work for the HD version and other copies of this game as well. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey. Each time you play through Dragon Universe with a character, they have a chance to collect 7 Dragon Balls. That's what these slots down here are for. So let's run through where to find these Dragon Balls on each character, starting with the obvious favorite and the one you're going to go to first, Goku. You'll start off during the Saiyan saga, where there's 2 Dragon Balls hidden on the map. This is what the map looks like. But before you go searching for the Dragon Balls, this is going to be a lot easier if we find the Dragon Radar. Getting the Dragon Radar is going to turn your map into this screen, which is much easier to find Dragon Balls on. For Goku, the Dragon Radar is going to be located here on the main continent, just north of this tiny stream. Now let's get back to where the Dragon Balls are located. The first one's going to be up on the frozen continent. You can see here it's located right in between a little mountain range, a forest, and a stream. From there, fly out over the water to the east until you show up on the other side of the map. Look around this area here to find the next Dragon Ball. We can't collect more Dragon Balls at this point until we defeat the Saiyan Saga, and defeating the Saiyan Saga is gonna unlock Vegeta, so make sure we mark him off our list of unlockable characters. After that, we're gonna head into the Frieza Saga on planet Namek, where there's 2 more Dragon Balls to find. One of them is up here on this northeastern island. You'll find it up on the northern shore. The other Dragon Ball is on the northwestern part of the map. You're looking for an island in the middle of an archipelago just off the coast of this northwestern island. Those are the only 2 Dragon Balls on planet Namek for Goku. We'll have to wait till the next saga to get more. And when you beat this Frieza Saga, it's also going to automatically unlock Raccoon, Captain Ginyu, and Frieza, so take them off our list of characters to unlock. With Goku back home, it's time for the Android Saga, and there's only 1 Dragon Ball to find here. Head down to the bottom corner of the map where the compass is, search around in the water. It'll be much easier if you use your Dragon Radar. After that, we can head to the end of this saga where we defeat Perfect Cell, and that's going to unlock the Cell Arena stage. The last 2 Dragon Balls are going to be found in the Majin Buu saga. One of them is on the main continent up north. Look for this city and then check the forest to the east of this city. The other one is south of the main continent and east of where the World Martial Arts Tournament is. Look for a little group of islands. It's the tiny island that just has a little spot of green on it. Now that we have the 7 Dragon Balls, it's time to go see Shenron, which means we're going to have to finish the Majin Buu saga. And that's going to automatically unlock Majin Buu, Super Buu, and Kid Buu, so make sure to take them off our list of characters to unlock. After you beat the Majin Buu saga, you're going to automatically head over to the Shenron scene where you summon the Great Dragon. He's going to give you 3 wishes and you get to choose from one of them. You're going to want to choose the Breakthrough. A Breakthrough is a 7-slot skill that you can equip on your character that makes it so that they can use all of their moves. All of the combos, the Dragon Rushes, the ultimate moves, everything. Now that we've unlocked the Breakthrough for Goku, let's move on to Vegeta. We're going to need to head back into Dragon Universe, pick Vegeta's story this time, and go collect the 7 Dragon Balls. But this time they're going to be in different locations. Let's walk through it. In the Saiyan Saga, we're going to be able to find 2 Dragon Balls, but first, the Dragon Radar. We're going to head to West City. It's located near the middle of the map. That's where the Dragon Radar is. After that, keep heading west to the western continent, and up here in the northwestern part of the forest, you'll find a Dragon Ball. The other Dragon Ball is located southeast of the World's Martial Arts Tournament. It's in the water, so you'll want to use your Dragon Radar to make it easy to find. Then we'll need to head over to the Frieza Saga on planet Namek, where we can pick up 2 more Dragon Balls. One of them is located on this island here, in the southwest corner of the map. The other one you're going to find in a little farming village located on this island here. Now we're going to head back to Earth to the Android Saga where we can find another Dragon Ball. It's located on the southernmost part of the map, right in the middle. It's in the water, so use your radar to make it easier. The last 2 Dragon Balls are going to be found in the Majin Buu saga. One of them on the western continent, right in the middle. It's in between the road and the water. And the last one is located on the tip of this island, just west of Master Roshi's house. You can see his house on that island in the background. With the 7 Dragon Balls collected, we're ready to defeat the Majin Buu saga and pick up the Breakthrough from Shenron for Vegeta. Defeating the Majin Buu saga is also going to unlock Trunks and Kid Trunks automatically, so take them off our list of characters we need to unlock. Now let's pick up all the Dragon Balls and unlock the Breakthrough for Piccolo, starting with the Dragon Radar. Piccolo finds it in the southern desert area of the westernmost continent. After that, we'll head to the first Dragon Ball, which can be found on the corner of this northwestern island up top. The second Dragon Ball is going to be over on the main continent, and we're going to find it in the northeastern corner of the desert. The next two Dragon Balls for Piccolo are back on his home planet, Namek, during the Frieza saga. One of the Dragon Balls is going to be in the north tip of this island in the northeastern part of the map. The other Dragon Ball on Namek is going to be found in the middle of this continent. You can see it's in a little plateau area with some canyons around it. After completing the Frieza saga, where Namek is destroyed, you find yourself back on Earth, where there's two more Dragon Balls to find in the Android saga. The first one is in the water, just south of West City. Use the Dragon Radar if you're having trouble finding it. And the other one you'll find on the southern tip of the main continent, in the mountainous area below the desert. After that, Piccolo can finish the saga off, and when he defeats android number 17, that's going to unlock him as a playable character. Once you get to the Majin Buu saga, you can't pick up the final Dragon Ball until after you activate the cutscene that's called Sky. It's the checkpoint on your map, you can't miss it. Then you can head south of the main continent to these islands. The longer one here south of Master Roshi's house will have the final Dragon Ball. Now we can go to Shenron and pick up the breakthrough for Piccolo. This time, let's collect all the Dragon Balls for Kid Gohan. In the Saiyan saga, there's going to be 4 Dragon Balls for Kid Gohan to find, but first let's pick up the Dragon Radar. And for him, it's going to be in the main continent in the northwestern part, just by the water. And the first Dragon Ball is close by, also on the main continent, but up north here, in this mountain area. The second Dragon Ball is just south from here in the main continent. You're going to want to head to the desert area. And then keep heading south to here on the map. This is where we'll find the third Dragon Ball. It's in the water, so you'll probably need to use your Dragon Radar to make it easier to find. And the fourth Dragon Ball is located here, on the western continent, up towards the north area. Look in the woods by the beach. With the Dragon Radar and the 4 Dragon Balls collected, we can finish the Saiyan saga and head to planet Namek. In the Frieza saga, we're going to find the last 3 Dragon Balls. The first one is on this island here, all the way to the west in the middle of the map. Another Dragon Ball can be found here on this northeastern island. Look on the southern tip by the water. And the last Dragon Ball is right here on the same continent, up on the northern tip by the little island. With the 7 Dragon Balls collected, we can finish the Frieza saga, and that's going to end the Dragon Universe for Kid Gohan. Beating Dragon Universe will also unlock Tien Gohan as a playable character. After you head to Shenron and pick up the breakthrough for Kid Gohan, we'll jump right back into Dragon Universe and do the same thing with Tien Gohan. For Tien Gohan's Dragon Universe, the entire thing takes place within the Android saga, so we're going to be able to find all 7 Dragon Balls on this first map. First, we'll need to pick up the Dragon Radar, which you'll find here. Head to the main continent in the northeastern area. You're looking for it at the base of a mountain range. The first Dragon Ball we're going to pick up is located here on the icy continent. Look on the eastern side, it's by a mountain and a forest. The next Dragon Ball is back on the main continent here. You can see it's located by this tiny little town that has 3 little houses. The third Dragon Ball we're going to find in the Gulf here. You're going to want to check in the forest on this island just off the coast. Head south from here to this point, and we'll find the 4th Dragon Ball. It's located somewhere in the water, but luckily we've got a Dragon Radar. And Dragon Ball number 5 is located here, on the western continent. Look around this canyon area by the stream. And the next Dragon Ball can be found here in the water, just south of the World Martial Arts Tournament. The last Dragon Ball can be found here, on this island. It's just south of the peninsula on the bottom of the main continent. Before you finish the Android saga and beat the game with Tien Gohan, head over to Central City. It's located here in the middle of the main continent, just south of the lake. Doing so is going to unlock the urban area arena to fight in. Defeating the Android saga with Tien Gohan is going to unlock Cell as a playable character and Adult Gohan. Now we can head to Shenron, pick up the breakthrough for Tien Gohan, and head back into Dragon Universe to start this whole thing again with Adult Gohan. For Adult Gohan, his entire story in Dragon Universe is going to take place during the Majin Buu saga, so we're going to be able to find all 7 Dragon Balls on this map here. But first, let's snag the Dragon Radar. The Dragon Radar is located here, in the middle of the map on the main continent. Check by the lake that's near Central City. The first Dragon Ball is close by, it's right here on the map. And the main continent over to the west a little bit. You can still see Central City in the background. For the second Dragon Ball, we're going to head here, on the main continent in the northeastern part by the mountain range. The third Dragon Ball is going to be here. It's located east of the second Dragon Ball and south of the frozen continent, in the water. The next Dragon Ball you're going to find here, on the other side of the map. on the northern part of the western continent. Look around in the forest. The 5th Dragon Ball is located here, just southeast of the 4th Dragon Ball. It's in the water, but it's really close to the shore of the main continent. We'll find another Dragon Ball in the southern part of the western continent. Look by the edge of the desert where it starts to become the plains. And the last Dragon Ball is going to be located here, in the middle of the archipelago. You're looking for one of the longer islands that's east of the martial arts tournament and directly south of the main continent. For the unlockable characters, Gohan's going to unlock Goten and Dabura when he fights them both in Dragon Universe. And beating Dragon Universe with Gohan will also unlock the Great Saiyaman. Now that you've gotten all the breakthroughs for all the different Gohans, we'll jump back into Dragon Universe and play through Krillin's adventure. Krillin's Dragon Universe starts in the Saiyan Saga, where there's 3 Dragon Balls to find. But first, as always, we're gonna go pick up the Dragon Radar. Krillin will find the Dragon Radar here, located in West City, right by a bridge that connects the West Continent with the main continent. And the first Dragon Ball is close by. You'll find it just north of West City and over in the plains in the West Continent. And the second Dragon Ball is here. It's located in a forest on an island just off the west coast. And the last Dragon Ball in the Saiyan Saga is located here, in the water, surrounded by tiny little islands of the archipelago just south of the main continent. For the last 4 Dragon Balls, we're gonna have to head to planet Namek during the Frieza Saga. You'll find one of the Dragon Balls here, on this corner of the map. You're checking along the edge of the southeastern island. And the 5th Dragon Ball can be found here, on its own little island in the southern part of the map. We'll find the 6th Dragon Ball here, on this island to the far west side of the map. Dragon Ball number 7 is here. It's located on an island just north of the main continent. Now that you have the 7 Dragon Balls, head to Shenron and you can get the breakthrough for Krillin. Beating the Dragon Universe with Krillin is also going to lock android number 18, so take her off our list of people to unlock. Next on the list is Tien. We're going to start off in the Saiyan Saga, and as always, we'll want to pick up the Dragon Radar first, which is located here, in West City, on the west part of the main continent. Now head west to this spot here. It's where we're going to find the first Dragon Ball. It's located in an area that has a couple forests and a stream running through. Dragon Ball number 2 can be found here, in this part of the map. It's located in the water, in between the icy continent and the main continent. These are the only 2 Dragon Balls in the Saiyan Saga for Tien. And he's not in the Frieza Saga, so we're going to jump straight to the Android Saga where we'll find 3 more. And the first Android Saga Dragon Ball is located here on the map, where the compass is. It's in the water, so it'll be easier to find if you use your Dragon Radar. And Dragon Ball 4 is back up in this area, in between the icy continent and the main continent, but this time it's on an island just off the main continent. And the 5th Dragon Ball is here, in the top left-hand corner of the map, out in the water, so you'll want to use the radar. With 3 more Dragon Balls collected in the Android Saga, it's time to head to the Majin Buu Saga to get the last 2. One of the Dragon Balls is going to be located here, in the western continent in the desert area. Look on top of this canyon. And the last Dragon Ball is here, in the northern part of the main continent. Look just north of the stream that runs through it. Once you have all 7 Dragon Balls for Tien, go beat up Super Buu and finish Dragon Universe to collect your breakthrough from the dragon. After that, we're just going to jump right back in and find all the Dragon Balls for Yamcha. Alright Yamcha, first things first, let's go pick up the Dragon Radar, which we're going to find here, on the eastern side of the main continent, in the middle of a field. Now that we have the Dragon Radar, we'll go pick up the first Dragon Ball here. It's over on the western continent, in this canyon area. The second Dragon Ball is going to be found up here, on the icy continent, and this is going to be the last Dragon Ball for the Saiyan Saga. Skip the Frieza Saga, get a haircut, and show back up in the Android Saga where there's 2 more Dragon Balls to find. The third Dragon Ball is going to be located here, in the north area of the main continent. You're going to want to look in between the mountain ranges. And the 4th Dragon Ball is going to be located here, way up at the top of the map, in the middle of the water, by the large island. Now that we have 4 Dragon Balls, we can finish the Android Saga by defeating Dr. Gero, which is also going to unlock him as a playable character. The last 3 Dragon Balls can be found in the Majin Buu Saga. One of them is going to be located here, on the main continent, but on the far east point, on the side of a big mountain. The 6th Dragon Ball is going to be found here, in the main continent, over to the west a little bit. Check over by the bay. And the last Dragon Ball for Yamcha is going to be found here, out in the water on the southern part of the map, south of the main continent. With all 7 Dragon Balls collected, you can finish the saga, head to the dragon, and pick up the breakthrough for Yamcha. Once you unlock Broly as a playable character, he'll get his own saga in the Dragon universe. If you don't know how to unlock Broly, then you need to go watch my other video. And before we can go Dragon Ball hunting, we're gonna have to of course get the Dragon Radar. For Broly, you're gonna find it here, on the southern tip of the easternmost continent, right by the water. And in this one, all 7 Dragon Balls can be found in this map. The first Dragon Ball is located here, just off the eastern shore of the main continent in the water. The next Dragon Ball we can pick up is going to be located on the far western point of the map, but you can just go a little east from your current location, stop near the shore and search the water to find it. And the third Dragon Ball we're going to find here, up in the northern continent, where everything's icy. Look for a river that forks off into 2 rivers and you'll find the Dragon Ball there. Dragon Ball number 4 is going to be located here, at the northern tip of our map, and just like the other ones, it's in the water just off of the shore. And the 5th Dragon Ball is close by, located right here. It's just a bit west from your current location. Look by a river that's coming off the ocean. Dragon Ball 6 is going to be located here, in the Desert Canyon area that's in the southern tip of the western continent. The final Dragon Ball you're going to find here, in the middle of the map, in this forest on the edge of the continent. The other Dragon Ball character that's going to get their own saga in Dragon Universe after being unlocked is Oob. And just like Broly, we're going to be able to find all 7 Dragon Balls for Oob on this map here. But before we go grab those Dragon Balls, we're going to have to pick up the Dragon Radar. And for Oob, you're going to find it up here, on the northern part of the map. Look around the base of this mountain range. And the first Dragon Ball we can find is located here, just east of our current location in the mountain range next to us. The next Dragon Ball we can pick up is located here. It's just on the northwestern tip of this desert area before you get to the city. Dragon Ball 3 is located here, in the middle of the archipelago. Search up and down the island in the middle. And Dragon Ball number 4 can be located here, all the way down at the bottom of the map. It'll be easier to use your Dragon Radar since this one's floating in the water. For Dragon Ball number 5, we're going to head back to the continent where we found the radar. We're looking at this spot here. It's in the desert area at the base of some very small canyons. The next Dragon Ball you're going to find here, in the middle of the ocean in between all the continents. And it'll be much easier to find if you use your Dragon Radar. And the last Dragon Ball is going to be located here, in the northwestern part of your map, just off the shore and before you get to that island of rocky canyons. And that's going to do it for the Dragon Balls. Just like promised, I showed you the location of every single Dragon Ball for all these different characters in the Dragon universe. If the video helped you out, make sure you leave me a like to help appease the algorithm gods. And in my next Throwback Thursday video, I'll show you how to unlock all the other characters in Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.